Inside many of us, there is a will to create and to express ourselves, to put lasting pieces of our lives out into the world forever. It's called creating a legacy.
My primary outlet for my creativity is through music and playing my violin.
I am a creator who likes to paint and do art, but I also really like to write poetry.
I enjoy most things creative, but predominantly I am a fine artist, so things like drawing and painting.
I'm a creative that has enjoyed most of the time film and sculpting, and sometimes bringing those two together to make stupid little stop motion videos.
We are inherently inspired by the world around us. The world and its beauty encourage us to create, and we take delight in creating out of that courage.
What initially got me into music was that I had older siblings who were taking piano lessons and learning other instruments, and I think I just saw somebody playing the violin one day and I just wanted to play.
Initially, I started writing poetry because I was in a rough time in my life and I needed an outlet to get all the words that were bouncing around in my head out of my head, so I started writing them down.
In elementary school, we had an art class where a mother would come in and teach us art twice a week. That was my first experience being taught how to do art well. And then ever since then, I've enjoyed doing it in my free time, and then being in high school and having intentional art teachers teach me and continue critiquing my work and working with me as I grew.
I've always liked stories. As a kid, I was read to by my mom, and honestly that was my favorite part of the day as a kid, getting to hear a story of a great quest or something like that.
That will, however, doesn't always face an easy path. More and more in recent generations, the global will to create has been silenced or corrupted by two enemies: anxiety and perfectionism. While the ease and accessibility of creative expression has skyrocketed in recent years, so have these two issues. Anxiety is at an all-time high in our generation. Many of us create on a daily basis. We write poetry, take photos, make movies, sing songs, and yet only a portion of us have learned to be comfortable sharing those things with the world. We are afraid to be vulnerable with our legacy because being vulnerable means being open to criticism, or even worse, attack. Anxiety is a fear of attack from the outside, a fear of what others will think of our work. The second enemy, perfectionism, attacks from within. We always believe that we can do better. Our work may be acceptable to others, but as soon as we put it out there, that's it. It is so easy to sit for hours, then days, then months, and even years on one project, waiting for it to reach a degree of perfection that we will likely never be happy with. But perfectionism is the enemy of progress. It keeps us from learning to be okay with our work and putting it out there, even just for the sake of learning from our mistakes.
There was a lot of anxiety around performing because I was performing for a lot of people who are older than me, and I was worried about what they would think and comparing myself to how they played, even though they had been playing for a lot longer than I had. And also, we're all our own worst critics, so I feel like when I'm going to perform something, I never feel like it's the best that I can make it.
I most definitely faced fears when it came to sharing my poetry with anybody. I thought that it wasn't very good, and I thought that people wouldn't like it or that it would make them think I was a little crazy.
It was scary to first start displaying my work. I was very afraid that it wasn't any good, or that I was making something that audiences didn't want to see or didn't want to participate in. So that was really anxiety-inducing.
Every single time I have taken any creative endeavor has been, oh, this is not going to be good enough to show people. And just an overarching anxiety, maybe, of everyone's going to judge this, and it's definitely not going to hold up to everyone else's.
So here we are, surrounded. Anxiety attacking from the outside and perfection from within. We consider sharing our work and are immediately met with the no, an internal voice telling us, for whatever variety of reasons, why we shouldn't share our work. So what can we do?
What has helped me overcome the anxiety of performing in front of people has been seeing other people that are close to me perform. And this didn't happen for me until I was in college. But I was in a class where we had to perform, and seeing my fellow peers perform really helped me become comfortable performing in front of them also. But also it's okay to be anxious about performing and performing in front of other people. But being anxious doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it or that you can't do it. It actually makes it more rewarding in the end to come out on the other side and see that you push through the anxiety and the fear and see, and be able to look back and be like, I just did that.
Something that helped me get over those initial fears and anxieties is going to coffee house events, and I saw people sharing their poems, and then I kind of just had this last minute moment of signing up to share a poem, and I walked up and just kind of did it, and it was really scary, but I got through it, and now I like sharing my poems at different events.
As you go, you develop more work and people start advocating for you, asking to see your work. So you start showing it to friends, you start showing it to teachers and to parents, and then slowly you build a body of work that then we had an art show in high school that I was asked to be a part of, and that was really scary for me to put all of my work and a lot of these experimental pieces on display for an audience that I didn't really know how they would see my work. But doing it afraid anyway, and receiving both good critiques that were helpful and constructive and encouraging, and also receiving some critiques that people just didn't get it, and that's okay, because that's kind of how the art field works.
As I presented more, it progressively got easier. Also, words that one of my friends told me, each person, I should say, brings a specific light or angle that they need to express and share with the world.
As a creative community, there are two valuable messages to be learned. Fear and anxiety are perfectly normal things to feel before sharing. However, these fears do not have to dictate our actions. We can simply do something despite them, and through that, gain comfortability in it. But not only do we have the opportunity to challenge our fears for our own good, we have a responsibility to others to share our work. As we saw, simply the act of watching someone else build the courage to perform made people much more likely to do it. By facing our own fears and sharing our own work, we can make it that much easier for someone else in the crowd to do the same. So don't be afraid to create, don't be afraid to share, and don't be afraid to be the person who encourages someone else to share their passion with the world.
Now, when I perform, I still feel anxiety probably every time. I don't know if that'll go away, but it has definitely gotten a lot easier over the years to play and share my music with people.
It's been really healing to be able to share the things that I write with people.
Now, having conquered a lot of those fears and just through practice of putting myself out there and not being afraid to show my work, even if it's not wonderful, it's a lot easier to show my work to people, and it becomes a lot more of a conversation in showing it to people. It's no longer just, here's my work, let's see what happens. It's now, let me show you my work, please give me advice, please tell me what you like about it, what you don't like about it. And that is really helpful as an artist, but also really engaging.
Getting over those fears definitely made me a lot more comfortable with just blatantly, oh hey, this is what I'm working on. Thoughts, questions, and just being as straightforward and blunt as possible.
Together, we can foster a creative community that focuses not on whether something is good enough or whether people will like it, but one that encourages each other to share and through that inspire each other, influencing our work to be the best it possibly can. A ship can never travel until it hoists its sails and catches the wind. So let's be the arms that hoist the sails in the wind that pushes others forward.